Hey, so tonight I want, sorry, I got cantaloupe in my teeth. Tonight I want to talk about behind the scenes of what it's really like to be a new self-employed creator. This video is going to be unscripted, and I heard it's a terrible idea to do YouTube videos unscripted because most people without a script tend to go off on tangents and go on too long. And for anyone who has ever followed me on Facebook, I am notorious for tangents and going on too long. But I know if I took the time to write a script, it would never get done. And that's part of what I want to talk about the real reality of being a new self-employed creator. So I'm failing at my goal big time. I started off being a creator. I wanted to be a creator for a long time. I had already been an indie publisher author, and wrote and published books, and this was years ago. But I also wanted to be a YouTube creator, and for reference, when I say creator, I mean author, poet, YouTube creator, blogger, podcaster, Instagrammer, creator, person who creates stuff. So I have been a creator for a while, but for the longest time, I've had this burning desire to make it a thing. I want my creator stuff to be my main business, and when I was a fiction writer for a while, it was my main business. But now I'm a freelance copywriter, and I'm good at it, and I love it, and it's a great opportunity, and I love my clients. But I know I'm meant to have my own business. As a copywriter, my job is to create marketing assets for other people's business that generate sales and income for them and to boost their brand. And I love it. I love the enough service. I choose the best products to market. Best products in my opinion, but I want my own products, my own books, my own YouTube channel. And so I embarked upon it. Quarantine happened. Sorry, I don't know why I get so burpy as soon as the camera comes on. But quarantine happened in March, and a lot of my favorite late shows started having to film from home. And so they were looking just like YouTubers. So I was like, okay, I have been held back because I don't have a fancy camera. I don't have a beautiful background. I don't have the light. I just had a lot of technical stuff holding me back, and I couldn't make it look like TV. But I saw even the big celebrities were sitting on their couches pretty much and filming very simple stuff that wasn't very edited. And so I was like, the standard is lower, for the barrier to entry is lower. I can jump in and be a creator. Also, people were freaking out. We're still in 2020 at the time I'm filming this, and the world is still crazy. It never let up. But when COVID first hit in March, it was hardcore. Like, the news cycle was constantly negative, and it still is. But when it was first happening, at least for me, it was like a anxiety like no other, and I was just stuck to my phone, stuck to the news feed, stuck to the news coverage, and I know everybody else was too. So one morning I woke up and I was like, the world needs some cyber hugs, needs some good vibes, and I felt this overwhelming sense of love overflowing. So I made a YouTube video on my old channel and did like the spiritual thing, and then I started posting personal development stuff and poetry stuff, and I had a channel going, and it was going consistently for a while. I was doing so well, never missed a posting date, and I started off strong, but I got frustrated because I wasn't growing. It was growing really slow, so I started getting on other social media platforms, which I want to cover in later videos, like the actual tangible lessons I learned and technical behind the scenes, so you don't have to make the same mistakes. But that's not what this specific video is about. But long story short, I spread myself too thin and realized I chose the wrong platforms for my goals, and I just stopped. I told everybody I was taking a 2-week break, but I've been gone for forever. I haven't posted in a really long time. I didn't come back, so I failed in that measure. But as I took that break from posting, I was working behind the scenes, and I decided that the month of September, which is my birth month, I was going to pause my copywriting business. Oh, I got an alarm going off, sorry. Christmas. I was going to pause my copywriting business so I can double down on my creator business. And for my creator business, I am publishing books, writing and publishing poetry books, and creating YouTube videos. And when I was working in my copywriting business, I was always distracted, wishing I could work on my creative stuff. So I was like, fine, for my birthday, I'm going to take a month and lay a new foundation for my creator business so I can have the infrastructure down and actually get it off the ground. So it will just be maintenance. Like, launching something is hard, but once you taxi down the runway, it's for a plane analogy, pick up speed and get off the ground, it's easier to maintain. So I was like, I'm gonna take a month off and get this off the ground. Well, it's the 20th of the month. I have been focusing on this for 20 days. And haven't really got much done. I don't know where the 20 days went. Or I don't know what happened in those 20 days. I was kind of like chipping away at stuff, and I did get my lead magnet done. A lead magnet is a free gift you give to get people to subscribe to your email list. So I got my lead magnet done. I sent it to test readers to see what they thought, and I got their feedback. And it was really favorable feedback. People love the lead magnet. And I want to make a couple tweaks based on the constructive feedback, but it was like a hit. So that encouraged me. I know I have something good and I should release it. But I got really caught in the weeds. What email service provider should I choose? And I finally chose one. I went with ConvertKit. After I use it some more, I'll do like an objective review of ConvertKit. But after researching things, I went with ConvertKit. And then I did all this research. How do I write an author autoresponder? And it was weird that I did that research. I am a professional copywriter, and I specialize in email marketing. This is what I'm paid for. My clients pay me to write autoresponders for them in emails and launch emails. But when it came to my own business, I'm like, head scratch, how do you write an autoresponder? And I've been writing autoresponders for almost 4 years now. But it is different with books versus I help clients sell courses and products. But I got like really caught up in that, and I still haven't finished the autoresponder. I just kind of outlined it. So that was a fail, and I don't even know how that happened. But one of my biggest challenges is I have 4 things going on at once. So instead of actually taking action and moving forward on each thing, I keep replanning and reproject managing and then over researching each step. So my 4 things is the poetry book. The lead magnet is a mini version of the poetry book. But then there will be a bigger book that I hope to launch around next March. So the whole author business, and I'm like relearning that. I was an indie publisher for years, but I left the industry and it has changed. So now that I'm coming back, I have to catch up. So I'm like learning publishing. Then there's the writing of the book, and I have not actually written a new poem in far too long. But luckily, most of the poems for that book are already written. But I do want to add some new material. But I haven't even been doing my creative writing, and that is one of the cores of my creative business, is the creative writing. But I've been focused on like the big picture strategy and the marketing strategy and all of that. So like I was trying to manage both, and I honestly failed. I was like, picture driving on the street and hitting the gas pedal and the brake at the same time. That's kind of what I was doing. So I was working on that, the poetry thing. Then there's the YouTube thing. I'm starting a new YouTube channel because I completely confused the algorithm, doing a mishmash of all kinds of stuff on the old channel. So I'm starting fresh. And that's probably where this will be posted, if I even post it at all. When I do crazy videos like this where I'm in my pajamas, I am literally in my pajamas. My hair is not done. I'm actually not even wearing pants, to be honest. People like joke about being on Zoom with no pants, but spoiler alert, I legit don't have pants on. Not that you need to know, but anyway, I usually if I do like a video like this where I'm looking crazy and just talking randomly, I'll only post it on Facebook. I wouldn't do it in a public forum like a YouTube. But this time I may put this on YouTube as the first video of my new channel. I've already shot some more scripted and more educational content for that channel, but it's going to be called The Creator's Pursuit. And I had trouble choosing the name, and I paid for market research to choose a name, and that was an important step, but I got really caught in like the market research, choosing a title for my book, surveying people, these surveys and data collection and everything. I got like super slowed down in that. But the name of the channel will be The Creator's Pursuit. And on that channel, I will document my journey toward building my author business as well as my YouTube business. It's going to be kind of a meta-analysis. I'm going to be on YouTube talking about building YouTube, which is kind of weird. But I'm also going to really cover building my author business. And also I may do some poetry reviews and just talk about the creator industry at large. So it'll be tips, but more like a vlog as I document it. Because one thing I noticed, a lot of people are already at 6 figures or whatever, or so they claim. Some are not. And anyway, I mean, like, that's totally different conversation. But people are at 6 and 7 figures, and they're like teaching people how to do it. But what would have benefited me more is if somebody started at the very bottom, at the very beginning, and documented everything. Like, I was so intimidated to start a YouTube channel until Corona hit, and everybody, even the big celebrities, had to go at home and film. And then I was like, oh, now it's okay to not wear makeup or to have a plain background or whatever. So I'm gonna do it now. I'm starting from the beginning. I am looking crazy. It's going to be imperfect, but as I document it, hopefully it'll give other creators the courage to start. And I plan on being really real about how it's really like, 'cause I don't have it all figured out. I've been self-employed for several years now, since 2012, I think. I was part-time self-employed 2012, but I've been fully self-employed since late 2016ish. But I want to show people like the early ugly steps. Also, I have an extra challenge. I have attention deficit disorder, as well as some other like atypical neurology, and like the way I process information is like really weird. I hate to use the word disability. There's arguments on whether it's a disability or a special ability, but in short, I have or a superpower or whatever, but I have a weird brain and it challenges me. So the point of my channel is I will pull back the curtain and you'll get to see someone with a very strange brain starting at square one and making all the mistakes. So 1, you don't have to, and 2, so you can get the guts to start even if you don't have it all figured out as you watch me stumble along. So like I said, September was supposed to be all about this project, and it is the 20th of the month and I am like nowhere. I have 1 video shot for the new channel, and I have a script written for the second video, and then I have some raw content that I may repurpose and edit for the channel. But I wanted to have a month's worth of content done, so there's 8 videos shot, edited. I want to actually edit this time. The first one on my YouTube channel I didn't edit, but I'm gonna try to upload it and, you know, put a little banner. This is Jasmine Love with The Creator's Pursuit, and like splice things together, maybe have words on the screen if necessary. You know, I'm gonna be like cool with it this time. But I'm gonna get 8 of them done before I start posting, and I am way behind. I want to drop my first video on my birthday, which is the 28th of September. And the reason I want to choose my birthday is because everyone's gonna be on my social media page on Facebook on my birthday. Facebook is gonna push my page to everyone because it's my birthday, and Facebook wants people to wish me a happy birthday. And so I have always historically dropped new websites, new books, new channels, or if I'm already in business, I'll have like a big sale on my birthday. So it's been several birthdays since I dropped a new project, so I don't want this birthday to slip by without a new project. And I really got behind because I wanted to drop that lead magnet on my birthday, and I'll tell you the details. It doesn't make as much sense to launch my email list. First, I think I need to launch a YouTube channel first, and I've been making these mistakes where I think I should be working on X, but it actually made more sense to put Y first. So I'm working out the order of operations. So as of now, like at the last minute, as I have been tinkering away on the email stuff and the lead magnet, I'm like, no, it's the YouTube channel. So I need to drop it the 28th. I want to have 8 videos done, like I said. Right now, only one's done, and it's not even edited or thumbnailed or anything. And today was a weekend. It was a Sunday, and I planned to write scripts and shoot all day. And suddenly it was 7 p.m. and I hadn't shot anything. And I did shower, and I picked the outfit, but then got like indecisive of what outfit I wanted to shoot with first. And then when I was working in my copywriting business, I kept thinking about my creative project. But now that I'm working on my creative project, I keep thinking about my copywriting business, and I was like distracted with that. So I have to learn to be in the present moment. I read all the spiritual present moment books, and I used to meditate. I stopped for some reason. I meditated for years and years, and I stopped recently, so maybe that's what's up. But I need to start meditating again, and learn to focus and prioritize. But yeah, I looked up. It was 7 p.m. The sun was down, and I hate shooting at night because it's better to shoot in natural light. And I was like, oh my gosh, I like researched project management software. I played on social media. I did some skills training from my copywriting business, a little bit of it. I shower. Also, I've been really deep into a personal finance project. I'm trying to overhaul my personal finances, and that's a huge project. So I was like distracted by that, looking up retirement stuff. I did learn some cool personal finance stuff, but that's not what the priority of today was supposed to be. So yeah, it's been a major fail for the past 20 days, and today was the biggest one. I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get all my YouTube content shot. And then tomorrow I'm gonna edit it, and then the next day I'm gonna do this, and I have to keep readjusting the schedule because I kept messing up. So I was like, I'm just going to shoot and tell everybody what's really happening. The point of the channel was supposed to be behind the scenes. But of course I wanted it to be polished and very helpful to you, and all these cool tips and hacks, and me having my shit together with the natural light shining through my window and my hair down and curly, and me having like little visual aids edited on the screen. But that hasn't happened yet. So I figured I would just shoot what it's really like to be a self-employed new creator. The biggest challenges is prioritization, not knowing the order, like what comes in what order. And like I said, I'm managing the author biz, the actual YouTube stuff, and and growing my copywriting business, and then the meta of business management and managing my finances. And with the poetry thing, there's the business of it, like the publishing and marketing, but then there's the creative writing of the poetry and getting those skills together and actually doing the writing. So it's a lot of competing priorities, and I have not mastered streamlining it yet. But I have to figure it out. So for now, I'm just gonna document myself as I fail. It's the 20th, but it's the end of the day. The day is over. I still want to launch my YouTube channel on my birthday on the 28th. It's really important to me. I may have to launch without having 8 videos in the queue. the reason I want the videos in the queue, so if I did get busy, I wouldn't have a gap in posting. I would have stuff like stacked up in the queue. But I think now it's more, I always put myself in this crunch, but it's more important to get started than to get everything in the queue. So I'm gonna get as many videos shot and edited as I can. And I want to drop the first video on September 28th, and this may be the first video. I may just go ahead and put it on YouTube. It's rough, it's raw. I hope you somehow found some value, or at least got to know me. You got to know the bad side of me, the disorganized, struggling side of me. But if you struggle and get distracted, especially if you have ADD, attention deficit disorder, the pain is real. I feel your pain, but it's okay. And then maybe if I shoot these videos, it'll hold me more accountable to moving forward. So yeah, my big goal is to drop the first video and at least have some videos in the queue. September 28th, which is my birthday. It's in 8 days, and today is over, so it's actually in 7 days. And then I don't know when I'm gonna open up my email list and drop the lead magnet, but I'm gonna do that really soon too. And I need to get back to my copywriting business. I wanted to do that October 1st, but now that may have to get pushed back a little bit. Sometime within the month of October, early October, I have a plan, an action plan to grow, restructure and grow my copywriting business, and that needs to go down. It's really for my 2021 goals, but I'm starting New Year's early this year so I can get a running start. I realized that it was hard trying to take off in January after the holidays, so I started doing all kinds of New Year's stuff now in September, and I'm laying foundation, so in January I'll be ready to just fly into the sky. So yeah, this shit has to get done, and nothing's ever promised tomorrow. So if I'm gonna build my own brand, my own business, and finally live, this dream has been, I don't want to say festering, dreams don't fester, but this dream has been percolating for years, and now I'm ready to do it. And I did start it, but then I stopped. And so, but now I'm ready to go and keep going. So hopefully this video, which I may make public, will hold me accountable. So stay tuned for the creator's pursuit. It's going to be very Hey, before you go, if you like this video, please make sure to click the like button. It will signal the magical YouTube algorithms and help the people who need to see this message find it. And most importantly, please click that big red subscribe button and smash the bell notification so you'll be notified every time I release a new video. I wouldn't want you to miss any new content. I'll be releasing uplifting poetry. Well, I can't promise it'll always be uplifting. Every poet is a little bit angsty. But I will be releasing poetry and behind the scenes of building my author business and my YouTube channel. So hopefully you can see the mistakes I make and avoid them. And also maybe you can get some inspiration for your own creative journey. So click that subscribe button, and if you have any thoughts for me, I love hearing from you. I'll see you in the comment section. Until next time, click the subscribe button. Don't forget. Peace.